The story of pop.
Country music reeks of honesty and sincerity, always.
Why do you call that noise that you put on? This is pop, yeah, yeah. This is pop, yeah, yeah. This is pop, yeah, yeah. This is...
Doggy's lavender. Huh? Hand me the screwdriver. What you want it for, Rum? I'm trying to fix it, that blame radio. Well, if you get it fixed, you probably can't get any country music. I don't know so much about that, Lavender. There's still a few of us left. Yeah, I know, there's very few at that. All right, hush, Doggies, I think it's working. It's country music, too.
Greetings, everyone. This is Alan Freeman with the BBC's Story of Pop. Part 6, Going Up the Country.
That's the kind for me.
It's the kind that's sincere, and to me it's been so dear, and no other kind can take its place, you see.
Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis, Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, the Everly Brothers, Buddy Holly and the Crickets, Roy Orbison, they were all country. They were trying to record country music with a beat.
Country music, for me, was like what the soul music is to a black man. It was the most honest expression of that emotion.
Do you like good music? All that sweet soul music. Just as long as it's swinging.
In this edition of The Story of Pop, we'll be looking at the roots of the music of Elvis Presley, Carl Perkins, the Everly Brothers, Roy Orbison, and Buddy Holly in country music.
Blue moon, blue moon, blue moon, keep shining bright. Blue moon, keep on shining bright. You're gonna bring me back, my baby, tonight. Blue moon, keep shining bright. I say blue moon, I'm Kentucky, to keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and let me blue. I say blue moon, I'm Kentucky, to keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and let me blue. Well, the heat was on one moonlight night, stars shining bright, whisper on high, love say goodbye. Blue moon, I'm Kentucky, to keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and let me blue.
Country music has often been described as the white man's rhythm and blues, and it was the combination of the solid backbeat of R&B with the ballad song form of country which provided Elvis with the raw material for his early records.
Well, I say blue moon of Kentucky, just to keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and let me blue. I say blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and let me blue.
It was the coming of radio which popularized country music. In 1925, station WSM in Nashville began broadcasting a live barn dance on Saturday nights which became known as the Grand Ole Opry, and which is still running to this day. By 1939, the show was networked across America, and the age of the country superstar was born.
Hi, neighbor. This is T. Thomas saying welcome once again to another big, Grand Ole Opry singing get-together. Oh, my goodness gracious alive. We got some wonderful artists. Red Savine, Texas Ruby, Curly Fox, Johnny Bond, Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs, Grandpa Jones, and another one I'm going to tell you about. Here's the one I promised I'd tell you about. Ooh, He's the mayor of Bulls Gap, Tennessee, Archie Campbell.
Thank you very much, T. Tommy, but it's a funny thing about that mayor business. You know, I never was sworn in. I was cussed out. Oh, Lord, that T. Tommy, he's a great man. T. Tommy has everything a woman wants in a man. Money. T. Tommy is so rich, he bought his dog a little boy to play with.
Get away from here, Archie. You rascal, you. Why don't you perform some song like maybe A World Full of Women?
Be glad to, T. Tommy. Hit it, boys, with a great exuberance.
There's a world full of women and a world full of men. A world full of heartaches and a world full of sin. A world full of losers who thought they could win. A world full of fools and I'm one of them.
When I used to smooch in the moonlight, I did it with both eyes closed tight. But I kiss now with both eyes wide open. I gotta watch out for my wife.
There's a world full of women and a world full of men. A world full of heartaches and a world full of sin. A world.
Many smaller stations ran similar shows, and if you were traveling through Iowa in the early 1950s, you might have caught the Everly family on their early morning show. Don Everly.
Well, it's a family show where, you know, good morning, everybody. We'd sing the theme song, all of us, and then good morning, it's the Everly family. And this is Dad, and it's, you know, Mom and Don and baby boy Phil. And Dad would MC it, and then we'd sing him and Mom would sing a duet. Then I would sing a song, then Phil and I would sing a duet, then Phil would sing a song, then Mom would do a recitation, and then we'd all sing a trio in back of it, and then we'd play an instrumental. Then we'd sing a gospel song. We'd read commercials during the show.
Well, a great big howdy-do to all of our good friends and neighbors. This is Dad Everly talking for the Everly family. And we're going to play and sing you some songs, neighbors, family style, also country style. And we got the whole gang on deck, Mom, Don, baby boy Phil. And you know, Mom, we kind of ought to tell the folks just how old these youngsters are. Some of the folks probably don't know. And Don, our oldest boy, is 15 years old. Phil's 13. And of course, me and Mom, we quit telling our age a long time ago. You know, I kind of suggest that we get the Everly brothers team up on one here. Phil, what are you going to sing this time?
Well, Dad, we'd like to do a number for the folks, and it's called Don't Let a Love Die. Someone stole you, my darling, from me. Someone stole my love and your heart. Is it really true you don't care for me? Have you missed me since we've been apart? That I love you, oh, won't you please try? If there's any room in your heart left for me, darling, don't let our love die.
The Everly family from 1952. In 1943, the electric guitar had been introduced onto the Opry by Ernest Tubb, bringing the honky-tonk style of country to WSM's growing audiences. It was about this time that Nashville established itself as the center of country music, with a variety of recording and publishing companies setting up shop. Among the most successful was Acuff Rose, started by Roy Acuff, one of the Opry's biggest stars.
From the great Atlantic Ocean to the wide Pacific shore, from the queen of flowing mountains to the South Belle by the shore, she's mighty tall and handsome and known quite well by all. She's the combination on the Wabash Cannonball.
I accumulated $25,000. It was a tremendous lot of money at that time. And I was wanting to find some investment, something that I could do. And I came up with the idea of maybe starting a music company here in Nashville. I got acquainted with Fred Rose. I didn't really know him, but I knew about him. I knew his ability. That's the reason I was approaching him. I know of his honesty. And I said, well, if you want it, I've got the money, and I'll place some money in the bank in your name, and you can do as you please with it. He started writing songs, and he took my old songs and sang them all up and started Acuff Rose Publications. And today, that's what it is.
And Acuff Rose hit the jackpot when Hank Williams arrived in Nashville in the early 1940s.
Came in last night at 10:30. That baby of mine wouldn't let me in, so move it on over. Move it on over. Move it on over. Move it on over. Move over, little dog, 'cause the big dog's moving in. She's changed the lock on our front door. My door key don't fit no more, so get it on over. Move it on over. Scoot it on over. Move it on over. Move over, skinny dog, 'cause the fat dog's moving in. This doghouse here is mighty small, but it's better than no house at all, so ease it on over. Move it on over. Drag it on over. Move it on over. Move over, old dog, 'cause a new dog's moving in. She told me not to play around, but I done let the deal go down, so pack it on over. Move it on over. Tote it on over. Move it on over. Move over, nice dog, 'cause a mad dog's moving in. She warned me once, she warned me twice, but I don't take no one's advice, so scratch it on over. Move it on over. Shake it on over. Move it on over. Move over, short dog, 'cause a tall dog's moving in.
Journalist John Rumble.
Much of the credit, as recent research shows, should go to Hank's wife, Audrey, in pushing Hank to come to Nashville. Late in 1946, Hank and Audrey came to town to try to get an appointment with Fred Rose. And they met the Roses up at WSM, where Fred and Wesley were playing ping pong. And Fred looked over some of Hank's songs and saw that there was some potential there. Hank and Audrey went on back to Alabama, sent other material, and visited from time to time, and the relationship built. So then later in 1946, when the Roses got a call from Sterling Records looking for talent, Hank Williams came to mind. You know, as Wesley told me, he told his dad, well, what about the skinny kid from Alabama?
He did a plain country boy, writing songs and singing in honky-tonks. And I'd go to honky-tonks with him, and he'd take my fiddle and get up on the stage and sing my songs. And I knew him real well. And then he started writing songs, and I introduced him to Fred Rose, and it's one of the greatest things that ever happened, I believe, in country music, is when I introduced those two gentlemen together.
Your cheating heart will make you weep. You'll cry and cry and try to sleep, but sleep won't come the whole night through. Your cheating heart will tell on you. When tears come down like falling rain, you'll toss around and call my name. You'll walk the floor the way I do. Your cheating heart will tell on
short career, Hank Williams wrote about 125 songs, many of them produced by Chet Atkins.
Hank was an arrogant son of a gun. He had a lot of confidence, and he would come up and sing me those songs, you know, Hey Good Looking and all that stuff with the bourbon would knock you down. What do you think of that, Hoss? And I said, it's great, Hank. But he was a great character.
Now you're looking at a man that's getting kind of mad. I had a lot of luck, but it's all been bad. No matter how I struggle and strive, I'll never get out of this world alive. My fishing pole's broke, the creek is full of sand. My woman run away with another man. No matter how I struggle and strive, I'll never get out of this world alive. A distant uncle passed away and left me quite a batch. And I was living high until the fatal day. A lawyer proved I wasn't born, I was only hatched. Everything's against me and it's got me down. If I jumped in the river, I would probably drown. No matter how I struggle and strive, I'll never get out of this world alive. Shoes I'm wearing all the time, it's full of holes and nails. And brother, if I stepped on a worn out dime, I bet a nickel I could tell you if it was heads or tails. I'm not gonna worry wrinkles in my brow, 'cause nothing's ever gonna be alright no how. No matter how I struggle and strive, I'll never get out of this world alive.
Hank Williams died at the tragically early age of 29, a victim of alcohol and painkillers.
I don't care what he did with his women. I don't care what he did when he drank. From his lonesome old throat, has anybody seen Hank?
Hank Williams influenced a whole future generation of rock and rollers, including Bill Haley, who with his group, the Saddlemen, was already beginning to fuse country with R&B. One of his first attempts was with this song, Rocket 88 by Jackie Brenston, recorded by Sam Phillips at his Sun Studios in Memphis in 1951. Here's the original, featuring a very young Ike Turner on piano.
You women have heard of jalopies, you've heard the noise they make, but let me introduce my new Rocket 88. Yeah, it's straight, just one way. Everybody likes my Rocket 88. Baby, we'll ride in style, moving all along. Smart and designed, black convertible top, and the gals don't mind. Sporting with me, riding all around town for joy. Blow your horn, Raymond, blow.
And here's the western swing of Bill Haley.
Now that you've ridden in my Rocket 88, I'll be around every night about 8. You know it's great, don't be late. Everybody likes my Rocket 88. Gals will ride in style, moving all around.
Bill Haley. Within 3 years, on the 6th of July 1954 to be precise, Elvis Presley, along with Bill Black on bass and Scotty Moore on guitar, made this historic recording at 706 Union Avenue, Memphis, with Sam Phillips in the producer's chair.
Well, that's all right, Mama. That's all right for you. That's all right, Mama. Just any way you do it, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right, Mama. Any way you do. Well, Mama, she done told me. Papa done told me too. Son, that gal you fooling with, she ain't no good for you. But that's all right. That's all right. That's all right, Mama. Any way you do. I'm leaving town, baby. I'm leaving town for sure. Well, then you won't be bothered with me hanging round your door. But that's all right. That's all right. That's all right, now, Mama. Any way you do. Ah, da da dee 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 dee. I need your loving. That's all right. That's all right, now, Mama. Any way you do.
Sam Phillips.
When Elvis came in, as a matter of fact, he paced up and down in front of the little building that we had there, the recording studio, 2 or 3 times before he had the nerve to get up and to come in and say that he wanted to make a little personal record for his mother's birthday. But I could tell when I got him in the studio and made this little $3 recording, I detected a something both in his demeanor, his manner, and his voice. Even though he was sounding a whole lot like Bill Kinney, I detected something I thought was very innate. But I wrote a little note down, took it up to Marion Keisker, the only other person at the studio, and she put it on a little tab. Interesting voice, possibly whale of a ballad singer, but no Bill Kinney. We really felt we had something.
We're right, I'm left, she's a gone. You're right, I'm left all alone. Well, you tried to tell me so, but how was I to know that she was not the one for me? You told me all along. You're right, our love was wrong. But now I've changed my mind, 'cause she broke the tie of mine, and I know that she'd never cared for me. Well, I thought I knew just what she'd do. I guess I'm not so smart. Oh, you tried to tell me all alone, you'd only break my heart. I'm left, you're right, she's gone. You're right, and I'm left all alone. Well, she's gone, I know not where, but now I just don't care. For now, I'm falling for you.
Having made That's All Right with the country standard Blue Moon of Kentucky on the B-side, Sam Phillips set about selling this new musical phenomenon.
I called Dewey Phillips, who is no kin of mine, but he was a very prominent disc jockey. I was eager to see if Dewey felt that he could play this record on his rhythm and blues program called Red Hot and Blue.
Tell him Phillips sent you from Red Hot and Blue. Oh, right now I got to be so Phillips, bang Red Hot Blue coming through WHVQ and Hotel Chisco on the Maybelline magazine. That's right, the Maybelline floor right here. And good old Memphis, Tennessee. Right now, the whole next portion of Red Hot Blue is coming through the courtesy of the best beer money can buy, Falstaff. If you can't drink it, you can freeze it and eat it, open up a cotton picking rib and pour
Dewey was more liberal than most people at that time of breaking the lines of demarcation, so to speak, in the different categories of music. So he said, yeah, I'll give it a whirl for you. And he said, I know I can play That's All Right, Mama, because it was Arthur Big Boy Crudup. And he was a very famous old-timer in the blues field. So he played it the next night.
Well, I heard the news. That's good to rockin' tonight. Well, I heard the news. That's good to rockin' tonight. I'm gonna hold my baby as tight as I can. Tonight she'll know I'm a mighty, mighty man. I heard the news. There's good to rockin' tonight. I say, oh, meet me in a hurry behind the barn. Don't you be afraid that I'll do you no harm. I want you to bring along my rocking shoes, cause tonight I'm going to rock away on the blues. I heard the news. There's good to rockin' tonight.
Well, now, country and western fans of our Hillbilly Hit Parade, this is an interview we're going to give you here with Elvis Presley. It's taken from the Municipal Auditorium up in Wichita Falls, Texas, where we were last night. Elvis played a big show. I think many of you are familiar with that. In fact, a lot of you were up there. We're going to ask Elvis some questions, let him tell you straight, because I think you get more out of it that way, and I know that each and every one of you are just waiting to hear him talk. Elvis, boy, we want to first ask you how old you are.
I'm 21, sir.
You're 21 years old. Your heart, you've got a few months on me, I'll tell you for sure. Tell us, how'd you get your first break or to make your first record with Sun Records?
Well, I went into Sun Records, and there was a guy in there that took down my name, told me he might call me sometime. So he called me about a year and a half later. And I went in and I made my first record, That's Right, Mama.
Yeah, and then from there on, we know a little about what happened, because, boy, those things spun on the turntables like nobody's business.
Presley's success wasn't immediate or meteoric, and it took until the end of 1955 for Elvis to be voted most promising new country artist. But for Sam Phillips, Elvis was the first in a whole roster of now legendary rock and rollers. Carl Perkins was one of them.
Well, it's 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Now go, cat, go, but don't you step on my blue suede shoe. You can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoe. Well, you can knock me down, step in my face, slander my name all over the place, and do anything that you wanna do. But honey, lay off of my shoes, and don't you step on my blue suede shoe. You can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoe. My car, you drink my liquor from my old fruit jar, you do anything that you wanna do, but honey, lay off of them shoes, and don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes.
Blue Suede Shoes, it was the first record to go to #1 in all 3 categories in the history of the music industry: pop, rhythm and blues, and country and western. So after that, I knew that we couldn't be on the wrong path.
Well, it's 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Now go, cat, go, but don't you step on my blue suede shoe. You can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoe. But it's blue, blue, blue suede shoe. Blue, blue, blue suede shoe, yeah. Blue, blue, blue suede shoe, baby. Blue, blue, blue suede shoe. You can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes.
Blue Suede Shoes, a #1 hit on the national pop, country and R&B charts for Carl Perkins. the spotlight inevitably fell on Sam Phillips in his homemade studio, and there was talk of a Memphis sound. So what was the secret? Roy Orbison.
There was no Memphis sound as such. I don't think people in the industry could have told you that Bebop-A-Lula, for instance, wasn't recorded in Memphis, or that Eddie Cochran's stuff wasn't recorded in Memphis. What it was the advent of what we call tape echo and a two-track machine, which meant that you could have the band and yourself playing on one track, and you could use the other track for some kind of sound, either echo or an echo chamber or whatever. It was a more pleasing thing to hear someone sing that way.
Oh, baby, 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 baby. I come back, baby. I wanna play house with you. Well, you may go to college, you may go to school, you may have a pink Cadillac, but don't you be nobody's fool. And now, baby, come back, baby, come. Come back, baby, come. Come back, baby, I wanna play house with you. Now listen, let me tell you, baby, what I'm talking about. Come on back to me, little girl, so we can play some house. And now, baby, come back, baby, come. Come back, baby, come. Come back, baby, I wanna play house with you. All in the house, yeah. Thing, baby, I want you to know. Come on back and let's play a little house so we can act like we did before. But baby, come back, baby, come. Come back, baby, come. Come back, baby, I wanna play house with you. Hit it.
Elvis didn't use drums on the first 4 or 5 records. The main reason that drums weren't used was because the studio was so small, and a drum would override the bass, guitar, and the singer. It so happened that Elvis has a powerful voice. I have a powerful voice. Jerry Lee does. So we were able to bring in the drums. We had been singing night after night in clubs and things for 6 hours a night, and we all had leather voices anyway, so we just sang above everything. When we got to the point where we could sing louder than the drums and the bass and the guitar, then we had a pretty good mix, or we had a pretty good record.
Hey, baby, jump over here when you do the ooby-dooby. I just got it in there, ooby-dooby, 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 dooby-doo-wah, doo-wah, doo-wah. Well, you wiggle to the left, you wiggle to the right, you do the ooby-dooby with all your might, ooby-dooby, 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 dooby-doo-wah, doo-wah, doo-wah. Shake like a big rattlesnake. You do the ooby-dooby till you think your heart will break. Ooby-dooby, 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 dooby-doo-wah, doo-wah, doo-wah.
Sam did for me what he did for Elvis and everybody else who came in. He recorded mostly black music exclusively until Elvis came along. He would bring out these 78s of That's All Right by Arthur Crudup and Mystery Train by Little Junior Parker, and he said, "This is the way I want you to sing." Now, in retrospect, I think what he meant was sing with soul, with lots of it.
Well, you've been strutting down, you know how to do the ooby-dooby. Baby, let's go ooby-dooby, 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 dooby-doo-wah, doo-wah, doo-wah.
Orbison's first hit record on Sun, Ooby Dooby. It seemed like talent was queuing up to be recorded at Sun. Jerry Lee Lewis got his turn next. Sam Phillips.
Jerry Lee Lewis had been trying to get to see me, and I'd been on the road a lot, trying to peddle my wares and this sort of thing. And well, he'd made a number of trips, and I happened to be in Florida the last time he came. And so he had some relatives in Memphis, and he decided that he was going to stay in Memphis, Tennessee, and camp on my doorstep until I would be in town and would hear him. Jack Clement was working for me at that time, and Jack took a tape on him. I said, this knocks me out. Well, we were on our way.
Sun producer Jack Clement.
Jerry Lee said he had this thing that he'd been doing out on the road, and the folks really liked it. So we had the mics all set up. So he had mics on the drums and the bass and the piano. So I said, okay, do it. And I went in the control room, and he started, I didn't even listen to it. Just turned on the machine, and he sang and played the thing, and that was it. That's all we ever did with a whole lot of shaking. We didn't get a balance or anything. We just cut it.
Come on over, baby, whole lot of shaking going on. Yes, I say, come on over, baby, baby, you can't go wrong. We ain't faking, whole lot of shaking going on. Well, I say, come on over, baby, we got chicken in the corner. Woo, huh? Come on over, baby, well, they got the bull by the horn. We ain't faking, whole lot of shaking going on. Yeah, let's shake, baby, shake. I said shake, baby, shake. I said shake it, baby, shake it. Let's shake, make it shake. Come on over, whole lot of shaking going on. Oh, let's go. Shake it, baby. Yeah. You can shake it one time for me. Get a head of house to come over, baby. Well, I'll shake it going on. Now let's get real low one time now. Shake it, baby, shake it. All you gotta do, honey, is kind of stand in one spot. Wiggle around just a little bit. And that's when you got it. Yeah. Baby, well, now let's go one time. Shake it, baby, shake it. Shake it, baby, shake it. Ooh, shake it, baby. Come on, baby, shake it, baby, shake it. Come on up. Oh, lot of shaking going on.
Whole Lot of Shakin' again crossed all musical divides to become a #1 country R&B and a #3 pop hit.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane. You broke my will, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I let you love what I thought it was funny. You came along and woo, now honey, I've changed my mind. This love is fine. It's just great balls of fire. Kisses, baby. Feels good. Hold me, baby. Well, I want to love you like I love you should. You're fine, so kind. Got to tell this world that you're mine. I chew my nails down and I twiddle my thumb. I'm real nervous, but it sure is fun. Come on, baby. It drives me crazy. It's just great balls of fire. like a lover should. You're fine, so kind. Got to tell this world that you're mine. Ain't you mine like you like queen on my thumb. Real never somebody show is fun. Come on, baby, drive me crazy. But this is great balls of fire.
Along with Jerry Lee Lewis, Roy Orbison, Elvis, and Carl Perkins, Sam Phillips also recorded the country music of Johnny Cash and Charlie Rich, and a huge roster of lesser-known but superb artists such as Warren Smith, Billy Riley, and Malcolm Yelvington.
Down in New Orleans where everything's fine, all them cats keep sipping that wine, drinking that mess is sure delight. Then they start fussing and fighting all night, drinking wine, bully, drinking wine. Wine, bully, drinking wine. Wine, bully, drinking wine. Pass that bottle to me. Wine, wine, wine. 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 Pass that bottle to me.
Well, the news of the songs have been a flying around. I'm the only one that's seen it on the ground. First thing I seen when I saw it land, the cats jumped out and they formed the band. I saw the rock and roll. I saw the rock and roll. I couldn't understand things they said about that crazy beat just to stop me dead. Well, I got a gal shaped just like a frog. Yes, I got a gal, she's shaped just like a frog. I found her drinking muddy water, sleeping in a hollow log. Well, she must have been my mama's only child. Yes, she must have been my mama's only child. Well, she ought to have been a gorilla, boy, she sure is wild. Well, it's Saturday night, I sure am feeling blue. Yes, it's Saturday night, I sure am feeling blue. Meet me in the bottom, bring me my boots and shoes. Yeah, meet me in the bottom, bring my boots and shoes. Yeah, meet me in the bottom, bring my boots and shoes. We're gonna go out tonight and rock away all of our blues.
But rock and roll's sojourn in Memphis didn't last long. The major labels eventually noticed what was going on, and Elvis was the first to leave Memphis for Nashville. Paul Ackerman of Billboard magazine.
Probably the most successful instance of a major getting with it was RCA Victor, which bought Elvis Presley's contract from Sam Phillips of Sun Records. Steve Scholes, who was their country A&R chief, had an understanding of the pop field, and Scholes went to Larry Kanega, the head of the company, and told him, Larry, we have to get some of those rock and roll acts. And he mentioned Presley. Kanega and Scholes went to one of the RCA upper echelon executives, Frank Folsom, who had a fund for these kind of emergencies. And they explained the problem to Folsom, and Folsom told them, ask Scholes what Presley would cost. And Scholes said $40,000 probably. And Folsom told him, try to get him for less. So Scholes did get him for less. He got him for $38,000 with all the Sun Masters, like Mystery Train and all those great early country and blues things that Sam Phillips had produced at that Memphis studio. It all went to RCA Victor for $38,000.
Train, coming down the line. Well, it's bringing my baby, 'cause she's mine, oh, mine, she's mine, oh, mine.
So Elvis went into the RCA studios with Chet Atkins and made this.
Well, since my baby left me, well, I found a new place to dwell. Well, it's down at the end of Lonely Street, that Heartbreak Hotel where I'll be just so lonely, baby. Well, I'm so lonely. I'll be just so lonely I could die. Although it's always crowded, you still can find some room for broken-hearted lovers to cry there in the gloom. I'll be so lonely, baby. I'll be just so lonely. I'll be so lonely they could die. Now the bellhop's tears keep flowing, the desk clerk's dressed in black. Well, they've been so long on the street, they'll never look back and think it's so lonely, baby. Well, they're so lonely. Well, they're so lonely they could die. Well, if your baby leaves you, you got a tale to tell. Well, just take a walk down on the street to Heartbreak Hotel, where you will be so lonely, baby. Well, you'll be lonely. You'll be so lonely you could die. For broken-hearted lovers to cry. They're so lonely, baby. Well, they're so lonely. They'll be so lonely they could die.
I think the sort of the end of the Sun sound or the Sun era came when we all left. It wouldn't have stopped if I'd left or if just Presley had left. But Presley left, and then Johnny and I left at the same time, and Jerry Lee left a little bit later. So in each case, I moved to Nashville, Johnny Cash to Nashville, Presley to Nashville, Carl Perkins to Nashville, so that we could take advantage of excellent musicians. We used Floyd Kramer on piano, Chet Atkins on guitar. We were knocked out. Presley was, I was. Everybody was just totally knocked out with the facilities.
But did Roy Orbison realize he was helping to create musical history at Sun?
I didn't then realize that it was part of musical history, and I had no idea. When I was taking my own recordings, putting these recordings in a sleeve, and then into the cardboard, and licking the paper, putting the stamp on them, and sending them to the disc jockeys myself, from the Sun studio, I didn't think that would ever amount to anything, you know. It didn't seem very historical at the time.
I feel so bad, I've got a worried mind. I'm so lonesome all the time, since I left my baby behind on Blue Bayou. Saving nickels, saving dimes, working till the sun don't shine, looking forward to happier times on Blue Bayou. I'm going back someday, come what may, to Blue Bayou, where you sleep all day and the catfish play on Blue Bayou. All those fishing boats with their sails afloat, if I could only see that familiar sunrise through sleepy eyes, how happy I'd be. Oh, to see my baby again, and to be with some of my friends, maybe I'd be happy then on Blue Bayou. I'm going back someday, gonna stay on Blue Bayou, where the folks are fine and the world
the smoother sound of Roy Orbison following his move to Nashville. The majors soon snapped up other artists who had got their start in country, among them Buddy Holly and those two small boys we heard at the start of the program. Wesley Rose of A.K.F. Rose Publishing.
Three boys, which were harmony singers, came in my office, and I liked what I heard. I called up Archie Blair because I was scheduled to record some country records for Cadence, which was just then going into the country business, and asked him if I could record these boys, so he agreed. It was country harmony, but remember, country harmony wasn't heard, so it was unique and unusual for all markets. And they not only became the #1 country duet, but the #1 pop duet, and they were in many rhythm and blues charts. And the name of the boys were the Everly Brothers.
Bye-bye love, bye-bye happiness, hello loneliness, I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye love, bye-bye sweet caress, hello emptiness, I feel like I could die. Bye-bye my love, goodbye. There goes my baby with someone new. She sure looks happy, I sure am blue. She was my baby till he stepped in. Goodbye to romance, that might have been. Bye-bye love, bye-bye happiness, hello loneliness, I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye love, bye-bye sweet caress, hello emptiness, I feel like I could die. Bye-bye my love, goodbye. I'm through with romance, I'm through with love, I'm through with counting the stars above. And here's the reason that I'm so free. My loving baby is through with me. Bye-bye love, bye-bye happiness, hello loneliness, I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye love, bye-bye sweet caress, hello emptiness, I feel like I could die. Bye-bye my love, goodbye. Bye-bye my love, goodbye.
Bye Bye Love, a hit for the Everly Brothers in 1957. The country R&B fusion was complete, and rock and roll soon outgrew both types of music which had given birth to it. But the influence of country music has never been far from the surface of pop. Just ask artists as seemingly diverse as Bob Dylan and Elvis Costello, who've both recorded in Nashville.
Well, I woke up this morning, stumbled out of my rack. I opened up the paper to the page in the back. It only took a minute for my finger to find my daily dose of destiny under my sign. My eyes just about popped out of my head and said the stars are stacked against you, girl, get back in bed. I feel lucky, I feel lucky, yeah. No Professor Doom gonna stand in my way. I feel lucky today. Well, I strolled down to the corner, gave my numbers to the clerk. The pot's 11 million, so I called in sick to work. I bought a pack of Camels, a burrito, and a Parks. Crossed against the light, made a beeline for the park. The sky began to thunder, wind began to moan. I heard a voice above me saying, girl, you better get back home. But I feel lucky. Oh, 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 I feel lucky, yeah. No tropical depression gonna steal my sun away. I feel lucky today. was sitting at the bar. I bought the house a double and the waitress a new car. Dwight Yoakam's in the corner trying to catch my eye. Lyle Lovett's right beside me with his hand upon my thigh. Moral of the story is simple but it's true. Hey, the stars might lie, but the numbers never do. I feel lucky. Oh, 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 I feel lucky. Yeah. Hey, Dwight. Hey, Lyle. Boys, you don't have to fight. Hot dog, I feel lucky tonight. I feel lucky. I feel lucky. Yeah. Think I'll flip a coin. I'm a winner either way. I feel lucky today.